Welcome back into the channel, everybody. It's Jake Reid. I apologize for being away for quite some time. Wedding went well over the weekend and everything, and so I'm going to jump back into the YouTube channel with a nice, easy, quick video for you guys that kind of stems off of some of the videos I made previously. And some questions that I've been getting on my channel recently after I've made a couple of those recent videos about salary cap and stuff like that. And the topic generally just is, what do you do with salary cap penalties? Is there a way to get rid of them? You know, how do you kind of go about, working your way around salary cap penalties and stuff like that? And so, short and simple, there's not really much you can do with salary cap penalties. There is one thing you can do to remove salary cap penalties, and I'll get to that in a moment, but I want to talk a little bit about why it is actually important that this tool is in Madden. A lot of times, newer players and players that don't know how the salary cap system works end up cutting players and trading players and stuff like that and end up with huge salary cap penalties. You'll go to a player like this, for example. He has 4.65 million in salary cap penalties. It could be even more significant than that. You can look at all the different users, and usually they'll have salary cap penalties. Mine's 1.3 million, stuff like that. And that creates problems, especially if you're in a league with a lot of people. You can really kind of like bankrupt the league and really cause a lot of disastrous problems for the league and a lot of unbalanced teams and stuff like that if you don't know how to manage your salary cap appropriately. And as a commissioner, if you don't know how to remove salary cap penalties when it is necessary. And so if you are having an issue where you have too much salary cap, let's say that you are the commissioner of the league, you can just click on the person, click on yourself that has the salary cap penalty, and then click the clear cap penalties button, and that's going to automatically remove their cap penalty. It might take a week for the change to actually take effect for the player that is getting their cap cleared to actually see the effect of that salary cap clear, so keep that in mind. But if you're a member of a league and you didn't realize that you would have such a big cap penalty and you got yourself into a hole, the only thing that you can do at that point is then go and speak to the commissioner and ask them to remove your salary cap penalty. Try and explain the situation and tell them that you didn't know that it would be such a big issue. As you guys can see in our leagues, we usually don't have big salary cap penalties because everybody understands at this point that if you cut people and trade people, you're going to get big penalties for that. And so not a lot of people are doing that anymore for us. We've all learned how to work around it, how not to have big cap penalties. But if you're newer, just explain the situation to your commissioner and they can definitely clear the cap penalties for you. So I'll do it for an example here. I'm going to give the Texans a cap clear. And so right now you can see the cap penalty of 4.65 million. If we go over to the salaries tab, you'll be able to see on the Texans that they have that salary cap penalty indeed. And then we'll be able to clear it and show you guys once more. So as you can see at the top of the screen, they have $4.65 million in cap penalty right now for 2020, and then $1 million in 2021. If I go over to that team now, I'm going to clear their cap penalty and then show you guys the result of clearing that cap penalty. It's real simple. It loads up again, and then I click on their name. It shows no more cap penalty. I go to my team, go to salaries, and we'll go down to the Texans again and show you guys that the salary cap penalty has been removed. So you guys can see for the current year, it did remove the $4.65 million in salary cap penalty. It didn't remove the salary cap penalty for the next season, so let your commissioner know that you'll need a cap penalty again cleared in the next season, or maybe that's the only time that you're going to need the cap clear, something of that nature. Just know that you can't do anything about it yourself. Once you've taken that cap penalty hit, it's considered dead money. There's nothing you can do with it unless the commissioner allows a reset of your cap penalty, and hopefully your commissioner is generous enough that they'd be able to do that for you, as I have done here with my user in this league. So like I said, not much you can do for it. The only thing that you can do is the commissioner has a tool to actually go in and clear cap penalties, and make sure that you keep in mind that it might take a week to reset. So if you are looking at the off season and you need a cap clear, don't have them clear your cap penalty in the first week of free agency, because it still might not show the effect for you in that week, and you might be stuck without that money. If you're looking for, to be able to have that money to negotiate in week 1 of free agency, you're going to want to look at, Super Bowl time frame, re-sign time frame, to get that cap clear, as opposed to doing it the week that you need the money, because it will take a week in some cases to actually take effect. So make sure that you are clear and upfront about that if that's something that you are needing, and that, like I said, that's the only way to do it. So hopefully this video does help you guys in some way, at least gives you the information you need to know with regards to cap penalties here in Madden 20. Like I said, short, sweet little video for me coming back off of my wedding weekend to try and transition back into things. We'll be ramping back up with some longer videos here as we go on throughout the week. So leave your suggestions down below in the comment section what you guys want to see next. Hope you guys like it. If you do, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel here if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great day.